Okay folks, it's time to have a look at the Melbourne Cup for 2019. It's been a lean couple of years. I didn't get the winner in the last 2 years, but 35 out of the previous 40 years I did, including the 100-to-1 shot, Prince of Penzance. And that was back in about 2015, 16, who knows. Anyway, it's 2019 this year, and we're going for another Prince today, and have a look at what we've rated him. Prince of Aran, we've rated Prince of Aran $3.30 chance. So let's have a look and see why we would do that. If we have a look in here, we can have a look at the Geelong Cup win. Was absolutely outstanding. There have been Geelong Cup winners that did very well in the Melbourne Cup and won it. You probably know the one I'm talking about, Media Puzzle. It was absolutely brilliant. This one was better than absolutely brilliant. Now, if you want to go back to last year, this is the horse that on the slow track ran third, beaten 3 lengths in the Melbourne Cup, and that's behind Cross Counter. Cross Counter's carrying a lot of extra weight this year. Not so much for this particular horse. He's drawn barrier 8. Beautiful. He's got Michael Walker on board. Fabulous jockey. Knows what he's doing. Now, this is a horse that if you have a look just a little while ago, ran second of the Chosen One after he was slowly away. But the thing is, the horse can run near the pace all the way and still be fighting at the finish. That's the important thing about it. Now, what price do you reckon that number 12 Prince Aran is? Currently, 20-1. That's the sort of price we want for a Melbourne Cup winner. Okie doke. So 2 starts at the track for a first and a third. And the distance, well, he's had 1 win and 3 other placings at the distance. So no problem with Prince of Aran. What they've learned is that you get the horse and you get a couple of races in Australia and get him fit, ready for the Cup. I think he's ready for the Cup. He's a 7-year-old by overseas time, which means he's really just over 6. So what a great chance. One of the other horses, Steel Prince, it was one of the early favourites for the Cup. He could only run 7th in this particular race, but the thing was that he had already qualified for the Cup anyway. And have a look at this. He just won. That's all he did. Win. Okay, so he'll be fit and ready for this. He's had 8 wins from 21 starts. The distance is no problem at all. He's won up to 2,800 metres. He only won that little bit. Oliver was on him. This time we got Brett Preble. Nothing wrong with Brett. He's a top-class jockey. 3 starts at the track for 2 wins and a second. And Steel Prince, number 21. You can't believe the price. $81 for Steel Prince. That's a ridiculous price for a horse that can do something. And believe it or not, they're getting $26 just for the place price. What's against him, of course, is the fact that he's in barrier 16. Nevertheless, as you can see from here, he's quite able to sit on the pace. Okay, so there we go. In that last start, he did have a little bit of an incident. Was past fit at the barrier, but he should be okay, Steel Prince. You've got to include him. The Chosen One, there might be a few people who thought, well, hang on Saturday, he could only run 5th, beaten 8 lengths. Well, they certainly weren't going to flog him around, were they? He was 9th, they had no chance of winning, but he was virtually already assured of a start. Barrier 18 is a bit of a worry, but on the 12th of October was a great winner in very, very fast time at Caulfield, and 5 wins from 16 starts. New Zealand horse is still a chance. Okay, then we look at Finch. Now, Finch was also in the Cup last year. Ran 4th, only beaten 3.5 lengths. He only beaten 1.5 lengths in Caulfield. He's what you call a bit of a plotter, but the thing is we know that at the finish he's still going to be carrying on. All right? So we just keep going down here. Surprise Baby, that's another one. Won by 1.5 lengths over 20 metres. That wasn't as good a rating race as Flemington at 2,800. That's when he finished just behind Steel Prince. Surprise Baby, what price do you reckon Surprise Baby is? $18. So it's going to be a pretty open race this year. I come down particularly, let's not look at too many others, Vow and Declare. Vow and Declare was brilliant, over 3,000 at Eagle Farm on the 22nd of June, but the opposition was mediocre. Before that was did a 63.6 there. Caulfield was second in the Caulfield Cup and was a little bit unlucky, but I don't think he would have won anyway. Now the interesting thing is the Murder Glass. That's the horse that's won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row, including the Caulfield Cup last start. Full of running at the finish, but can he run 3,200 metres? There's no indication that he can. It's been quite a while since the 19th of October, so I'd rather find out later whether he can do the distance or not. If he can do the distance, then certainly it would be a great chance. He's currently $7.50, and you can't back everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stick to this group here. Obviously Prince of Aran, we've rated it very, very short, so I'm going to make him an each-way special. Gee, that's rare for the Melbourne Cup. But I'll make Prince of Aran. Here's the horse that I think will still be fighting fit at the end of the 3,200 and hanging on like crazy. Okay, thanks for watching. Sorry I'm not doing a call this year. My voice really isn't up to it. Don't forget you can go to, I'll just find us here, it's www.horseracingaustralia.info. There we are. horseracingaustralia.info. That's where you get the best information, and also you can have a look at the testimonials, see what some of our members say, and hopefully we can do some business later on. Thanks for watching.